Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a wonderful day. And yes, we're doing the final video, which is today, which is Tiffany A. Henyard. Yes, she has gone out and put people in the basement. Now, granted, this has been about 13 days ago, so I am going a little bit out of order with this, but it's okay. Well, we still get to see the insanity of Tiffany A. Henyard. Now, she has, they were doing a board meeting, and she has refused people to go into the public building, which is pretty much for the people, to not be allowed in the public building. She had a security guard stand in front of the public building and told the people to go down into the basement. Yes, that's right. They told the people that wanted to go view and talk to it and see it, be in the board meeting to go down into the basement. Yeah. So without further ado, here is the lunatic, or your favorite lunatic super mayor.
What happened when you tried to go upstairs to the board meeting?
The security guard won't let me up. He just stands at the bottom of the stairs, like this.
Politicians don't always like to hear from the public, but some South suburban residents say controversial supervisor and mayor Tiffany Henyard has gone too far.
Yeah, they say she took extraordinary, potentially illegal measures to prevent them from speaking at a public meeting. Dame Placo has more.
The sign outside its headquarters says, "Welcome to Thornton Township, people working with people." But when residents showed up last night to speak at a public board meeting, they got anything but a warm welcome.
When I arrived, there was security here. He was standing at the bottom of the stairs, preventing anybody from going up to the boardroom. I asked him if the meeting was downstairs. He replied yes.
Stephanie Wiedemann and a handful of other residents wanted to speak directly to Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, also the mayor of Dolton, who's generated controversy for spending hundreds of thousands of tax dollars on trips, police security, billboards, and her own personal charity.
I'm just curious to see who makes the decisions about how our tax dollars are being spent.
But they never got that chance. After being blocked from going to the boardroom upstairs, they were sent to the basement where they were told the township board meeting would be held. It wasn't. They asked for a sign-up sheet for public comment. Never got it.
Yeah, so what we're seeing here is that the Dolton mayor, the super mayor, corrupt Tiffany A. Henyard, is refusing to, I guess you could say, allow the public to vent their frustrations towards the mayor and actually do something about it. And in order to avoid, the obstruction of the people, she sends them into the basement. This is insanity by every stretch of the imagination here, and the public really need to do something about this. Because the fact that the mayor is going out and not allowing public discourse, which is what is allowed in our country and allowed for the people to do, to voice their opinions about the issues and have an idea what's being spent on their public tax dollars, or the tax dollars, is insanity to me. She is just putting these people in the basement and having a guard stand by and say you're not allowed to just go up. Send them in the basement. That's just fantastic. There's more to this than meets the eye. Even a journalist that came up to do something like this was also denied about actually being able to see it. So, there's that too.
And before they knew what had happened, the 4-minute meeting upstairs was over, and Henyard was gone, without hearing from her constituents.
They are violating our rights. I pay taxes here. I have a right to get up and speak whether this administration likes it or not.
And not only were the residents shut out, so was a local newspaper reporter who came here to cover the meeting.
I was told by a security guard that I was not allowed upstairs where the boardroom meeting is.
Josh Bootsma of the Lansing Journal says residents deserve to know how elected officials are spending their money.
Thornton Township is the largest township in Illinois. And so there are a lot of people that are affected by the financial decisions that this township makes.
Yeah, so there you have it. The woman feels like her rights were violated, which they were, and they even are blocking out news reporters, which again, I may believe is also illegal. So she's just racking up points of being the most corrupt and illegal mayor possible. It's really crazy. And while still under the FBI investigation, so, it just goes to show that this person needs to be out of office immediately for the sake of the actual township here. And it was just 4 minutes. It was 4 minutes, and she didn't allow the citizens to show up and see the actual thing going on for 4 minutes. That's how insane this woman is, guys. She didn't allow them to go see them for 4 minutes, and now they even one of her critics was again not allowed to go and see or sit down at the table. In fact, she was removed from it.
Even Thornton Township trustee Chris Gonzalez, a frequent Henyard critic, was ordered out of the boardroom until the meeting began.
Do you think any laws were broken last night by the way they handled the public?
Well, definitely. I mean, if somebody wants to speak, it's a public meeting, it's a public building, they should be able to come in.
The residents say they'll file a complaint with the Illinois Attorney General's office for violating the Open Meetings Act. Our attempts to contact Henyard also went nowhere. In South Holland, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
But yes, it also seems like the townspeople are actively trying to do something now, and all the more power to them. They're actively trying to do something, making a complaint, and even the news organization that we are listening to here is also trying to reach out to her, and of course, Tiffany A. Henyard is not listening to anybody. She's not taking any questions, no nothing, and this is the result. I find it completely and crazy how this person is just not behind bars yet, because the amount of things that this woman is doing is completely awesome. I have never seen somebody so corrupt in my life. I mean, the only other person I could probably see more corrupt is potentially even Joe Biden, but even this is completely blatant. It's quite obvious. It's in your face, and she still does this. So it's quite amazing to me that she's allowed to roam free. Well, we'll see how this goes, because her time has to be numbered. It has to be numbered because the FBI has been taking notes, and everybody complains about at least a whole bunch of other people, and she can't be living for very long here. It should be the end of her rope. So, guys, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.